Sort of.
Sort of.
Fuck. Shit. We did it. We
Fuck.
did it,
Shit.
boys.
Bitch.
Oh, no. Get all your swears out of the way now. This is a wholesome family podcast thing that we
Ah,
do.
no, this is my podcast. I refuse for it to
Yeah, you're right. Fuck.
ever be anything remotely that in the slightest. Alright, let's see
Fuck.
here. What?
Nothing. Just.
Just.
Don't mind me.
You know, just make fun of you to the end of time?
Stop! I
No.
don't need this abuse.
No.
No.
Everything's all fucking dusty and shit. Like, all the
Yeah.
CDs are fucking covered in shit.
Why do we have CDs in the first place? Fuck.
I don't know.
Why
It was an
didn't-
old studio, clearly.
What? Fuck. Did you? Why are the lights working? No.
Nope.
Shit. Did you pay the electric bill?
Why would I pay any electric bill?
You're right. Guess we can just try to jump it and pretend it's fine. We know what we're doing here at this 100% real studio that we have. This is real. Fact.
Let's see. Royalty-free piano background music, royalty-free upbeat jazz music. Which one?
Upbeat jazz for sure.
Upbeat jazz. That is 3 minutes long. So I'm gonna put on the 37 one.
Okay, well. Fair enough.
It sounds pretty nice too. I should probably screen share so you can hear it as well.
Probably. I'm like, is it nice? I wouldn't know.
There we go. Everything's running again.
There we go.
Kind of. Sort of.
We're functioning, kind of.
It's been years.
It's been, we haven't done this since last year.
So it's been a year.
Yes, fact.
It's been a whole fucking year.
Yeah. Shit. Hello,
Well,
people.
On the bright side, I have brownies.
Good for you. I don't have anything. I probably should have obtained a tiny orange.
You probably should have obtained a tiny orange.
What a fool I was. I worked out and then I didn't eat a tiny orange. What a fool I was.
What a fool. Fucking, here are the people.
There they are.
Here they are.
Rolling on
Good.
in.
Good. They're just as late as we are.
Alright, awesome. Good.
The good old split guardian seal of approval. I'm late. Hi.
Yep. Hey, what up? Sibling Power Hour is not, in fact, gonna be an hour, because Steven's gonna call me at 6, but, you know, that's fine.
So it is going to be an hour.
Well, not quite. It's 5:07.
So it's going to be
5:08.
7 minutes off from an hour. So basically,
I
an
cannot
hour.
fucking believe this is false
Just-
advertising. These
just
people are gonna leave us immediately.
Oh my god, I can't believe it. We can't just like slightly say, hey, it's going to be about an hour.
We've disappointed people and we can never go back.
That's. You know what? I disappointed people when I was born. I'm pretty used to it.
Oh,
Ha! Disappointment jokes.
you're not disappointing.
Uh,
I'm already unsubscribing and reporting you. Fair, we deserve that.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Tara. Appreciate you.
Mhm.
My favorite viewer is just immediately turning on us.
How fucking could she? I trusted you and I loved you, Tara. And
How
this is
could
how
you?
you treat me.
Apparently, she lost a bet on us being alive.
Oh, nice, cool.
So, I'm glad. You know what? I'm glad you lost money.
Yeah.
I'm glad
Tara-
you lost a full probably 75 cents.
I can't fucking believe that you would bet that we would not return. Of course we were alive. We've been on DMP. We're living.
Well, you.
Well, you were on the premiere.
Oh, well, that's because I was in the apartment.
That's true. You were correct.
Oh my god. This piano music is so mood.
Yep.
I love it so much. I'm
Nice.
bookmarking this one. This is going to be. We got to make a Power Hour playlist.
Yes, we do. This is so nice. Let's just sit back, relax, chill. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be a good time.
Make sure that you actually speak louder than the music.
I'm trying.
Do I need to turn it down for you, you meek little person?
I'm not a meek little person.
You're a pretty meek little person.
I am not. I have great power. Listen, I'm stronger now. Bigger. Well, not bigger, but stronger.
No.
I knocked you off your feet, so I'm actually
after
much
I was
stronger.
jet lagged for about 8 hours.
No, I'm still stronger. Thank you for the bits, queen. Take my motherfucking 75 cents.
I'll take it. Fuck yeah.
Thank you.
That's money.
But yeah, here's a tale from our I'm not a meek little person, Kristen, 2019.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, when Split visited this time, I ran at him full speed across the airport, and then I tackled him and I knocked him off his fucking feet. I did it. No, it really happened. Bro was there. He can confirm this was a thing that happened.
Totally happened.
It was real.
Mm-hmm.
Why? It was fucking real.
Yeah.
It happened.
Mm-hmm.
I knocked you over.
Mm-hmm.
And I was so proud of myself.
Yep.
Crowning achievement of 2019. I can't believe I peaked already.
Mm-hmm.
He's not. It really happened. It really happened.
Totally happened.
It did.
Yeah, 100%.
Listen, it's one of those things that's wild enough that there's no. Why would I lie about it? Like no one would ever believe me.
Well, actually, no. First of all, you would totally lie about it just to give yourself more power. But
no,
I
I
see what you're
wouldn't.
saying.
I don't lie.
Says the person who runs a murder game.
That doesn't mean I lie.
Mm-hmm. She lies constantly, and you're totally the murder god, aren't you?
No, I'm not. We're different people.
In that case, I need to get the murder god on the show at one point.
I mean, that does sound excellent.
Just like interview her real quick. Just be like, hey, you don't know who I am, but I know who you are. I've been watching you for centuries. Centuries!
I'd be down for it. Not today, though. I don't have the energy to be the murder god today.
It'd scare her, though, wouldn't it? It'd be
not really.
Not the the idea that just like someone has been watching them for longer than the games existed.
How long do you think the games existed?
Well, considering it was made by us,
You really think that it didn't exist before? Split. The games existed for longer than the show has run for.
Kristen, you are currently like trying to do some meta shit, and I'm doing more meta shit than you are.
No, the game has existed. Listen, canonically, the game has existed for a very long time.
And we've existed for longer because we created the game.
You can't. Nope.
Yeah.
I refuse to let my canonical meta plot be overtaken by this meta.
This is the only true meta though.
No, it's not.
You understand what I'm saying to you. We exist outside those rules. As the creators of the show and of the characters, we technically exist outside that universe as gods of said universe. That is how writing works, Kristen.
You may have a point.
May have a point, which you know what, you should like this outcome. You should really like this outcome. You know why?
Why?
Because it technically means you have even more power than the murder god.
That's true. If the murder god and I were to meet, she'd be very angry with me.
She would want you dead, but that
would
couldn't
want me
happen. You
dead.
could murder god the murder god. That's the funny part. You're the
That's
writer.
true. Yeah, the writer of the writer. We're getting too deep.
I like this.
We need to go deeper.
Let's see.
The rumor come out, does Split Guardian is immortal?
Yeah.
Fact.
Bro, I stated this on like one of our first streams. This was like before the Power Hour. I told y'all.
Yeah.
I've always existed.
Yep.
See, I'm not so much a person, more than like a concept.
It's true.
It's why I fit so many archetypes.
He's existed forever, so when people ask how much older than you is Split, we say forever. He's forever older than me.
Yeah, pretty much.
If we go on any further, will we talk about how Split is Murder God's official brother? No, we won't be, because I'm separate from the Murder God.
Yeah, that would be weird.
Yep.
That would mean that Kristen is the Murder God's sister, which would be just terrible, because we just talked about how we're in no way related or connected to that universe, but in fact the gods of that universe.
And Kristen is...
They think I was born whilst the universe was created.
10 seconds after the universe was created. Don't get too... That's...
They think I was born in the universe. They think I was born.
What fools.
What fools. What foolish fools you all are.
I don't know
what that?
I don't know.
This is the fakest laugh I've ever heard you do.
That's not true. I could do faker. More fake. Oh, frick. No, I'm just really tired right now. I thought working out was supposed to give me more energy.
That's
but it
the
did not.
opposite of what that is ever going to do.
If you work it.
You expel energy to work out. That's why you.
No.
That's why you get things to make you more energetic when you work out.
No, like after your body gets used to working out, it produces.
You're not used to working out.
I'm not anymore. You are correct. I'm mad.
You're tiny.
That doesn't mean that I'm not used to working out.
You haven't been doing it that much. You've just been kind of like, oh, every now and then.
I was doing pretty good for a bit there. It's just that people visited, and then I was sick for 2 weeks.
Well, you know what? I was sick for 3 months, and I started going to the gym. Fuck you.
Listen, you know damn well I'm the sort of person that will keep working out forever in spite of being sick, and then I'll be sick for 3 months just like you.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's like we're related or
it's
something.
As if I, like, listened to what you just said.
What the fuck is Split doing? Don't worry.
Right in this current moment in time, sitting a distance away from the screen. Like, I'm not reading anything. I'm just kind of existing right now.
Same. Yeah.
Tara said his best. That's a lie.
Yeah. No, I'm sitting. I got tea. I got a sloth. I am holding the sloth. It's a good day.
You always have tea.
I always have tea. I don't always have a sloth, but I always have a sloth now. Guys, Split got me a giant sloth. He's very fluffy. It's a good time. I'm gonna tell the story of my acquisition of this sloth. Because, like, why not?
Okay.
So, that's the story I'm gonna tell. So, after tackling Split in the airport, he gets up and he holds out this backpack and he just motions for me to unzip it, and I'm like, okay. So I unzip it, and this sloth head, which is as big as the fucking backpack, pokes out, and I'm just like, what? And he just motions for me to pull it out, so I do. And this sloth is like bigger than my torso. It is wider than my torso. It is a very large sloth, and it has floppy arms meant for hugging. And also his face is kind of wonky. It's not as cute as Crocker Nanner, but he is very soft and very huggable. And so I proceeded to never release the sloth. And then our Uber driver thought I was a small child. So, stop laughing!
That was a good driver, though.
He was a good driver.
I really
He was
like
the
that
best.
guy.
We had numerous fascinating Uber drivers because I don't have a fucking car. Like there was the Uber driver from the airport who Split became best friends with in the span of like 10 minutes. Best friends.
We talked about drinking. It was a good time.
It was a good time. Drinking and just the concept of humor. It was great. Can you really? Yes, I can blame the driver. Listen, the fact that I'm a small person carrying a large plush doll does not mean I'm a child.
No, it means you're easily mistaken for one.
Shut up! I'm good. But yeah, there was the driver that Split became best friends with. There was the... Let's see here. There was the one guy who was like an extremely supportive guy from like Upper Peninsula, Michigan, or Minnesota. I'm not really sure which. But he proceeded to tell us all about how his wife is a wedding photographer. Oh, what? You need a wedding photographer, eh? Well, my wife does wedding photography. I'd give you one of her business cards, but I can't do this accent to save my fucking life. But,
Oh, you need a wedding photographer?
There we go, thank you.
My wife does photography. I could give you a card if you need it.
Yes.
Oh, I happen to be out of cards. Well, here, just here. I'll give you my Instagram and my phone number. If you need anything, just call me and I'll let her know.
Yep. So he proceeds to do this, and then he proceeds to talk about how he's an entrepreneur, and we get into a discussion about being an entrepreneur in my city. He was very nice. And then there was this one lady who was just like, on the drive back from this restaurant, we were telling her about the restaurant, and like, she saw a dead animal on the side of the road. So we're driving along, having a normal conversation, and then suddenly she's just like, "Did you guys see that? It's like half a cow!
On the side of the road! I about nearly threw up!
And then somehow we got... She was fascinating. Somehow this quickly led to a discussion about food poisoning. It was just... I'm like, oh, okay, sure, this is a discussion we're having right now with a stranger. And there was, this guy named, I think it was Michael, and he was very supportive of us and the fact that we'd all met through YouTube, and he told us to go make memories. We were gonna go bowling. And then it turned out the bowling alley was rented out by a college party. And then it turned out that every bowling alley in my city was totally full. And it was like, well, the memory we made was watching a bunch of college students walk into this bowling alley with like 50 pizzas. Welp. Sorry, Michael. I'm sorry we disappointed you. And then we rode with a different guy who, in the middle of driving, immediately showed us pictures of his wife and his baby. This had to be done immediately. And then there was another one that bonded with Split about roofing in Florida.
Yeah.
Yep.
We talked about how the weather is here in the shit state, and how there's salt in the air, so you can't leave anything out in the open because it will rust quickly.
Yep.
Especially if you live by the sea, which I do.
Yep. Yeah. And then there was Oliver, who may or may not have been a DJ, who may or may not have just gotten back from some kind of cruise for DJs or something. We're not sure if he was a DJ. Yes, Oliver. We're not sure if he was actually a DJ or not, but either way, like, we wanted to ask questions, but the vibe of the car just said we should stay quiet.
Yeah.
And so we did, while Oliver played us some sick tunes.
They were fucking lit.
They were very good. And, hey. Did any of them have pet pictures? No. Disappointing. And then there was this one guy who didn't say a word, but he was the most fucking professional driver. He was so smooth. I fully believe.
He was a NASCAR driver at some point.
Right?
Dude,
I fully believe.
tucked and weaved throughout the entire fucking busy
Yeah,
ass highway.
Yep. I fully believe had we somehow ended up in like an action movie driving situation, he would have like just destroyed it. That's what I believe.
You would have just been like quietly like, hold on.
We'd been like, holy shit! And it would have been amazing.
Then I'd have to shoot out some tires, because neither of you would.
I could...
No.
Well, no, I'd be completely useless.
You wouldn't be able to hold a gun.
I could... Well... Yeah. One time when I was a kid, I was at a friend's house and they were shooting targets out in the backyard. And I was like, here, Kristen, you try. I wasn't strong enough to pull the trigger. Yeah. So... Like, I'm physically not strong enough. Although, the guns thing makes me think of the escape room, so now I'm gonna talk about the escape room. Because why not? Because, spoilers, I don't think any of you are coming to this city to do this escape room, so I'm just gonna go ahead and spoil the whole goddamn thing. So, I hope you guys don't mind that this has just become, mostly me recounting Split visiting. I'm sorry. Feel free to stop me at any time.
Oh no, keep going. I'm doing a thing.
Okay. So yeah, we did this escape room, and, there's this place that's kind of set up to have kind of like a 1920s kind of vibe to it, I'd say. It's really fucking cool inside. And, this escape room was set up to look like a, like, hunter's trophy room, and we had to figure out, like, what had happened to this guy. So we're looking around, and, there's all kinds of things in the room, and, one of the first things we had to do was there's, like, this message on the typewriter that's backwards, and we check the desk, and there's a copy of this book. And we can read from the backward text that that's like this specific word, it's pointing to this specific word in the book. So we look at it and it's just the word bat. And we're like, okay, how does that relate? We're looking around trying to see if there's like a bat in the room, because it's like a trophy room, there's animal heads all over the place, you know, on the walls mounted. But it wasn't there. And it was like, what could this mean? And then we got this one clue that was like, the guy likes to write things backwards. And I stared at the typewriter while everyone else is looking around the room, and then I'm just like, oh, tab! tab, and then I just hit the tab button and this little, like, hidden compartment popped out with a little rolled up scroll. It was really neat.
Hilarious.
Yep. And that was the most useful thing I did for the entire escape room. But
Shot a thing.
I did.
You also solved the cipher.
I did solve the. No, actually, bro solved the cipher. I didn't solve that one. I solved the cipher in the. Yes. But yeah, we
didn't do things when you did things.
Okay, I did things. But so this escape room had all kinds of cool things in it. Like there's this one, like there's like a chalice in there, and you're supposed to like quote unquote pour a drink into the chalice. And when you do that, this hidden compartment pops out of like the table and stuff. So neat. There was this one bit where we opened up this. There was this container that once you figured out a code word on it, you could open it up and there'd be something inside. So we open it, and there's a fucking duck call in there, and we're like, what the fuck? And we're all kind of staring at it, and Split, like, moves to, like, blow on it. We're like, don't do that, other people have probably done that, and that can't be right. And Split just sort of does it anyway. He blows on the duck call, and immediately, this fucking duck that had been mounted up above the door, like, falls down, just thum, and, like, all of us scream, and then it's like, oh, there's another clue on this duck, I guess. But the problem with this room is, whenever you were poking at something you weren't supposed to, there was supposed to be this warning signal that supposedly was supposed to be, like, a hawk call? And the way to win is to share diseases, basically. It was supposed to be, like, but yeah, it was, like, supposed to be a hawk call, but really it was more like this loud, obnoxious, like, da-da noise. And, like, it was really hard to tell what in the room we were supposed to mess with and what we weren't. So by the time, you know, I'd looked at the wrong thing for the third time and the thing had just gone off over and over again, I'm like, oh yes, a loud noise. I'm like, well, my anxiety is turned into high gear. I am utterly useless now.
The poor guy after.
He's like...
Yeah, I noticed that after a minute, so I tried to not make the noise as much as I could. But you just kept messing with things.
I'm sorry.
Like,
yeah.
Bro and Steve tried to mess with the mechanisms of one of the locks. And, like, there was a hole in one of the tapestries that everyone just kept poking their fingers into.
Yep. I assumed it was relevant. Like, I figured the hole was relevant because I figured this hunter guy, like, shot into the tapestry or something, right? No. Just like, oh, okay. So by the time we got to, like, the 40-minute mark, I had, like, been driven into an anxiety spiral and was now totally useless. Which was unfortunate, because we managed to solve everything, and then we got to the big surprise, which is that, oh, the fireplace actually is a door, and it moves back, and there's a second room. Holy fuck. And then this room, as it turns out, is the bone room. And the hunter is actually pumping it full of gas, and now you have to try to figure out your way out because you're the most dangerous game. So we're all freaking out, and there's these guns that are there's these guns stuck to the wall that are actually laser pointers, and we were supposed to use mirrors to direct the laser pointers to shoot these like shadows on the wall that were like being made by skulls. Yes, the bone room! But by this point, you know, I was utterly fucking useless, so I'm trying to figure out how to help, and bro's just like, shoot the gun, Kristen! And I'm just like, ah!
Meanwhile, me and the non-existent man just destroy this puzzle.
Yeah, we made it out of the room with 5 seconds left. And we get out and the guy's like, hey, you did it! Usually there's more fanfare when you guys win, but you know, I figured you guys had probably had enough excitement.
It's like, when we shot the shadows with these fucking lasers, keys would just kind of fall from the sky.
Yep.
And so we kept, I couldn't open a single fucking lock
by the way, this entire time, I couldn't just turn a key correctly. So I kept handing them off to bro. And, eventually, when these keys started falling, and I started grabbing them, I couldn't open anything. I just handed it off to bro, and he, like, panically break down, like, all of the locks. Then we couldn't find the last lock. The last lock had dropped, nobody grabbed it, and it's dark as fuck. They're like, where is it? So I, like, I finally see it, and I lunge at it from the ground and, like, toss it at bro. And we just managed to escape with that.
Yep, we did it.
Didn't you get, like, hit by a falling rug?
I did. Yeah, once you go into the like, you know, the bone room, there's supposed to be, like, this black shroud that drops over the entryway to, you know, quote-unquote, keep you stuck in there. Of course, you can look back into the room at any time. You're not really stuck. But, like, I went back to, check the screen that would show us the clues, and when I went back to the bone room, that's right when this thing dropped, so I got, you know, already my anxiety, like, runs back to check the clue. Okay, guys, we gotta, Kristen, shoot the gun! Okay! This was also, like, the only night that it snowed, which was kind of cool, because, like, this room was, like, overlooking the city, and it had, like, these really big windows. You could see snow all swirling around the city, which was nice. This was the only day when it fucking snowed, and we got, like, no snow whatsoever. Because apparently what happened is I desperately wished for snow, so Split could have snow, and Michigan slept through half of January, and then as soon as Split left, it's like, fuck, what? Oh, fuck, you wanted snow? Right, shit, I'm sorry, here!
I had brought the sun to Michigan, and then I left, and then it snowed.
And then the Arctic vortex happened.
I'm mad. I
Me
really
too.
wanted snow.
No, every time I look outside and I see all the snow piling, I get, like, irrationally angry. I'm like, there's a snow pile there. It was gonna throw me into the snow pile. It was gonna be fun. And now this just sucks.
The power of Florida cannot be easily quenched.
Fact.
You're absolutely correct.
Yep. Yeah. There was enough snow for us to throw fistfuls of snow at each other. Put some snow down the back of my shirt. Thanks.
Yep.
Things went about as expected, I suppose.
Yeah.
It was fun though. It snowed. Split was very happy, even if it was barely any snow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Felt like a kid again. It was great.
Yeah, it was nice. I just wish it had snowed more. Maybe if you come again, it'll snow. I want to believe.
Perhaps.
I'll just get a car somehow and take you guys up to the Upper Peninsula, where there has to be fucking snow, right?
Well, by the time I'm back there, I probably will have my license by then.
Yeah. Well, I might have my license too. We'll see. That's kind of my goal for the year, is to finally get over my shit and be able to drive.
True. My
like,
goal. I have a lot of goals this year. Fuck.
Yeah.
But I've started just illegally driving at night.
I mean, you gotta get your practice in somehow.
Exactly. So my buddy, he will come with me, and we'll just fucking go, and we get terrified because at night the cops like to seep through the fucking nooks and crannies of the universe.
Oh. Goody.
So we're just like, if we get pulled over, we're both fucked. We're just
Do they have like you know, temporary, like, learner's permits there?
Oh, yeah, I have one. Derek is not 21.
Ah, okay.
So
well,
if I get pulled over, I'm driving without an adult, and he will get in trouble because he's allowing me to drive.
How dare you? That's dumb. But hey, you'll have your license, I'll have my license, maybe I'll have a car. Imagine. You have to be 21 to basically be in the car, basically offering instruction when someone with a learner's permit is driving, regardless of how old the learner's permit person is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you can be 40 with a learner's permit, and if the person who's, like, supervising you in the car is not 21, then you're technically illegally driving.
Yep. Yeah. I will actually be right back. Congratulations, Split. You have to enter. It's the Split by himself show. I'll be right back. Sorry.
Oh boy, I get to talk with the lovelies, the fuckers. I don't know what to call the audience. What do you guys want to be called? I will fucking wait. Stop, you have violated the law. The trip overall was pretty fun. We spent a lot of time in the apartment. Yeah, we're definitely the fuckers. Yeah. There we go. Beautiful title. Love it. See, Tara, it's not that I trust the audience with themselves. I more trust the audience to be fucking insane, and I like to sit back and watch the chaos. But anyway, we spent a lot of time in the apartment. I really wanted to watch this one show, this one anime, the only anime I've ever wanted to watch. It was called Nichijou, and it's a beautiful, beautiful show full of unnecessarily amazing and fucking heart-pumping animation, and it's just incredible. The most hilarious fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. But at some point throughout the nights that we spent eating tiny oranges and watching Nichijou, I remember we all were fucking out of it as shit. And I don't remember what was going on, but I remember having a knife because I don't have nails, I can't peel oranges. And I was just artistically cutting through the peel of an orange as if, like, doing surgery. It was... Is that the really bad Netflix anime? I don't know what the really bad Netflix anime is, but no, that is not Nichijou. Nichijou is the greatest thing.
Nichijou's fucking great. Okay.
Hey, welcome back.
Hey.
I was telling them about how I was, just skinning oranges like a psychopath.
Yes, you were. We ate so many tiny oranges. I betcha that, I feel reasonably certain that's why I didn't get sick until you left. All the vitamin C just sort of saved me. But yes, you, destroyed oranges and we watched so much Nichijou, and I kept pausing it because...
You absolute fucking monster.
I believe when you are watching things with a person, you should pause the thing and wait until everyone's ready, and you should take breaks sometimes.
No, see, here's what happened. Because when we were watching Nichijou, I was sitting there enjoying the show greatly. Just really fucking loving it. And at random points in time, Kristen would grab the remote and pause it, and then talk for an hour.
No, I didn't talk for an hour. It was like 20 minutes max. Don't over-exaggerate.
In the words of your fucking fiance, if you're going for so long that the screen goes black, then maybe we've paused for too long.
Shut up! Listen.
I was so angry with you. Every single time. I was like, I was watching that. I was very invested.
Listen, as as your sister, I'm obligated to be obnoxious sometimes.
And as your brother, I have more than enough right to throw you.
You didn't really throw me this time.
I didn't, because I couldn't throw you into anything soft.
That's fair.
Because there wasn't any fucking snow.
Yeah. You and bro did, like, drag me to my room and tuck me in. Those
Oh yeah, I did do that. But I do that naturally. I do that on, like, instinct.
Shut up. It was very cute, but also very silly. Guys, I haven't brushed my teeth. Guys, put me down. Guys, pulls blankets over Kristen. Guys, guys, stop. Just tucks all blankets in, artfully places Sloth and Crocker and Anner next to Kristen. Both Bro and Split kiss their hands and put their fingers on my forehead like, ah yes, there, young child. Good night. Good night, sweetie. Turns off lights, closes door. Beat of silence. Split opens the door. Go brush your fucking teeth.
It was a fun time.
It was cute. It was very silly.
It was silly.
No, it was... Yeah. What other stuff did we do aside from watching Nichijou eating tiny oranges and going? We went to that orchard and Bro and Steve had like a wine tasting. Your shiny teeth better have sparkled. They did.
We went to a nice orchard. Got some donuts while Bro and Steve did a wine tasting. And I was jealous. I'm always jealous when I don't get to drink.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you know this about me, if I haven't mentioned this yet, but I greatly enjoy the time.
You have mentioned this multiple times.
Well, okay, but also the wine looked great.
Yeah, it looks pretty good, actually.
And I'm not particularly a wine fan, but they had chocolate wine, my guy.
Yeah.
I, at the very least, just wanted to try the chocolate wine.
Yee.
And the poor old lady behind the counter, she kept trying to, like, convince me to join in, too.
You're like, I
can't do that. I'm sorry. Because if I were to tell you... Yeah, no, it was not great.
Yeah, it's okay. We got to get donuts, and also I got hot cider. I was like, 2 hot ciders, then Split immediately didn't drink the hot cider. And I was like, now I have a second hot cider. So then
you were getting it for Bro or Steve. I'm not a cider guy.
Disappointing. But yeah, it was nice. And then we ate all the donuts. It was great. And we got ramen. There's a ramen shop, and there's this spicy ramen that when Steve had it, he fucking teared up when we went one time. So both Steve and Bro got this spicy ramen. He's not cider man.
Thank you, Alex. Thank you for your contribution.
So you like apple juice, which is like nothing, but don't like cider, which is apple juice but actually good. Tara's fucking right.
No, it's apple juice but warm. That's all cider is. It's gross.
No, but then you put like spices in it. That's what makes it good.
No.
You're wrong. But anyway, so we went to this.
The perfectly good apple juice.
No, apple juice is boring without the spice.
You're boring without the spice.
No, you.
You know what? You know what, Kristen?
What?
My ratings say otherwise.
Your ratings say what rating?
Literally every single video that I'm in.
Yeah, but people like me too.
People do like you too.
Yeah.
But I'm cooler.
I can't deny that. I'm not delusional enough to think that I'm cool. I'm just lucky that my complete lack of cool is charming, I guess. And also, when I cough, I sound like a dying Victorian orphan. Oof. Tara's like, I mean, people also like Logan Paul a lot. You shouldn't base your coolness on public opinion. Ouch!
Damn, that's pretty
Oof,
true.
that is cold.
That's pretty true.
Cold as the fucking polar vortex up here. But yeah, I was gonna finish about the ramen, so this was incredibly spicy. And bro had just decided he was gonna finish this whole fucking bowl of spicy ass ramen.
And then I made him keep to that promise.
Yes, it's like, no, you can't back out now, bro. You can't. And then Steve was like, it's like, Steve, what, you're just gonna let bro do this all by himself? What are you, a bitch? And then immediately, and so Steve goes to do this too.
I'm very good at motivating people.
Yeah. But it was fun. It's good ramen. It's a good time. And
So you put me in front of a fucking group of soldiers who don't want to like fight, and I'll just look at them all, silent for a solid 12 seconds. What are you, a bunch of bitches? He's right. Come on, man. Go, go, go.
Split is an excellent motivational speaker.
Indeed.
Lessons for life. Step 1. Don't be a bitch. The greatest motivational speech since Kristen Stewart as Snow White. I never saw that, so I actually have no frame of reference.
Yeah, me neither.
Maybe Split could motivate me to actually do my schoolwork.
What are you, not doing your schoolwork? What are you, a
Go
bitch?
do your fucking schoolwork.
What are you fucking... Are you scared of a pencil?
Yeah, jeez.
Fucking pussy.
Get it together. Split could be a pep rally leader, confirmed.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
What are you, a bunch of bitches?
Iron may fall, but we'll ride again in the self, and who will be my brother? Excellent. Can Split motivate me to get out of the bed in the morning? Well, it's time for you to sell an alarm.
Staying in bed? What are you, a fucking bitch? Scared of the day? Jesus. Get it together.
Get it together, jeez. Anyway, time to record that, and I guess sell it as an alarm for people's cell phones.
I fucking could.
Yeah,
I fucking
right?
could.
Mm-hmm. It's a good plan.
If they would be bought, yes, I will do that.
Please buy Split's motivational speeches.
If you want a motivational alarm, buy my motivational alarm on iTunes or some shit. I don't know.
Sell commissions for motivational speeches for people's ringtones. Shit.
I need to fucking do like, you know what I need to do? I need to do like voice commissions.
Yeah, you do.
Like those, like how some of those online actors actually do that.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know how to price that.
I mean, just look up other online actors' commission pricing and just do that.
Yeah, I'll do that.
You should do it. Why don't you do it? What are you, some kind of bitch? Just do it.
No, I'm just lazy.
You can't afford my commission rates? What are you, a bitch? There you go. Go do it.
That's gonna be my slogan.
Yeah, just do that.
Can't afford my commission rates? What are you, some kind of bitch?
Motivational medication. What are you, a bitch?
I like how they censored it.
Yep. As if any
that would be even better, just like censoring the last word so you never truly know what was said. And it's like, well, now the fucking possibilities are infinite now. I can't do it.
Who knows?
Now I have to. Otherwise, I might be a bitch or a lazy fuck.
Fuck. God, there's so many possibilities to what this insult could be. Now I'm hungry. Actually, we should be calling it soon since it's 5:54 and all.
Oh yeah, we will be calling it in a minute here. But I greatly enjoyed this.
Yeah, this was nice.
We've been
Hopefully...
sitting at a strong at least 20 viewers this entire time, by the way.
Nice. That's good. I'm good with that. What are you up, beep?
What you bitch?
But yeah, hopefully we can do this more often now that, you know, the work which shall not be named is no longer swallowing you alive.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Yeah. Maybe, we're hoping to maybe do this regular weekends. We'll see how that goes. Imagine if the Sibling Power Hour had, like, a schedule.
Like every Saturday.
I mean, we could, maybe.
Could, if we could do it.
Yeah,
If you want to
I'm
do
down.
it, just fucking remind me.
I'll remind you.
Next Saturday.
Okay, I'll do that.
If I do not mention that we're not doing Power Hour next Saturday, Chad, then I want you all to, like, individually tweet at me, where the fuck is the Power Hour?
Where the fuck is the Power Hour? Hashtag where the fuck is the Power Hour?
Call me a bitch. Be like, what are you, not doing Power Hour today? What are you, a bitch? That's a good motivator.
There you go. I like it.
Alright, but on that note, we're gonna cut it here, because she's gotta call her fiance, her cute little love boy.
Shut up!
Nah, I love Steven, he's great.
He's great.
Kicked our asses in Smash though.
He did! God fucking damn it.
When it wasn't him, it was me though. And
That's true,
I
he
hold
did
pride
good.
in that, because like we would knock all of y'all out, and then it'd just be me and him in the battle of the fucking century.
Right?
And then
Meanwhile, I'm
I
just
die
over here,
randomly
like,
for no
dying.
fucking reason.
Kristen's over here just like, wow, I'm awful at this!
I kicked all your asses. Fucking Wii
You
Fit
did.
trainer for the max.
You
My
did,
guy.
you are correct. I'm only okay with Meta Knight, and that's because Meta Knight is the best for button smash.
Who to split main? Few characters. A few characters. I try to main random, that way I'm always good with anything I get. But my main boy is Ike.
Yeah.
If it's not Ike, it's like, it's Robin or Wii Fit trainer.
Yeah. It's a good time.
Alright,
But yeah, we gotta go.
catch you all on the flip, generic outro. Bye.
Bye. Love you all. Bye.